Hi there, I'm Kaiser Neko, and welcome to another episode breakdown. This time around, we're covering episode 40. Off the bat, let's take a look at that timeline. Now, you may notice this tall sumbitch over here. Now, that was a fun one, and I'm gonna save that one for last. First, however, let's take a look at some of the lip sync in this one. In this shot of 17 talking to Ten Shinhan, 17 originally had no lines at all. No lip flaps, no nothing. So I literally had to seek out another scene entirely where I could find usable flaps. The funny part? The flaps I use here are originally from Piccolo, as seen here from, I can't remember which episode. I obviously had to do a lot of recoloring, of course. This also had an exceptional amount of moving lip flaps, of which I often have to frame by frame reposition. Sometimes, though, I can set them on tracks, like here. This episode has a couple of shots where I had to pull footage from different scenes or different episodes altogether. One of them being this shot of Popo here, which was from a later episode, this shot of Piccolo, which is from the Boo Saga, and of course this shot of this little green monster, which isn't covered until we meet said little green monster. Another scene as well that ended up needing a particularly big edit to it is this scene here with Korin. I needed a shot that would work here, but found myself at odds until I found this scene in the Garlic Jr. saga. The big problem? The sky color was completely inconsistent. So I did my best with the time I had and used the Change to Color tool. There's still some color bleeding issues here and there, but ultimately I was happy with the end result. I also had to do some fun edits with eyes as well, like with Piccolo here, and Android 18 here.
Roll it back, Pint Size. We're not gonna fight you. You're about as threatening as a Cocker Spaniel.
You bring up a fantastic point.
Now for the biggest edit in this episode, Android 16's scanning scene. The easier part about this was making 16's eyes flash. I just had to bring them into Photoshop, color them red, then paste them over his eyes, then fade them appropriately. As for the rest of it though, in this shot alone there are 10 layers. The reticle, the different assets of the GUI, and the different pieces of text. This is one of the first real attempts at a shaky camera effect I've ever made too. It's not the best and I hope to improve in the future. I also put a red tint over Krillin to give the illusion of looking out of 16's eyes. A lot of selective cropping going on with the text here too. Also, if you find a binary translator online, the binary code at the bottom does mean something, so give it a look. All in all, this is one of the most extensive edits I've had to make in a long time, and I'll be honest, it was a blast. Also, if you're curious, yes, that is a little bit of the Falconer score at the end there. Redone, actually, by a friend of ours, Ein Sofauer, who's done plenty of music for us in the past. Now, we've gone on record before saying that we weren't going to use the Falconer score much in the show, but considering the US fanbase's attachment to the Cell theme, we thought we'd dip our toes at least a little. That's all for this episode. Make sure to check out our other channel, TFS Gaming, for all sorts of video game related fun from us. And if you're looking to support the series and maybe score a neat shirt, check out our selection at Shark Robot. Thanks for all the love, you guys, and I'll see you next time.